Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is I want to talk about living alone, being transgender and everything like that. I don't know why. I feel like this topic is kind of random. I feel like it's a little, I don't know, weird or anything like that, but I just thought like why not talk about my experience living alone as a trans person because I don't know. Um, I wish these were things that I kind of knew when I was going to be moving in alone, especially as a trans person. So, before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a great way to help y'all grow out. So let's get started. Okay. So when when I was doing the roommate situation, when I was living at home and then doing the roommate situation, I did thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? I am gonna get an apartment. I'm definitely nervous. Like I really didn't want to live alone. Like I was kind of scared about that. I did want to live alone, but then I didn't because I was like at night, knowing that I had roommates, I could sleep perfectly fine. I felt like, oh, well, if anyone comes up in this house, there's like two other people here, stuff like that. Um, so I'm just gonna talk about like my experiences living alone, some of the scary thoughts that I had, and I just kind of wanted to give y'all tips and tricks too, to like, if you in a situation where you have to live alone, like you cannot deal with other people, but you're nervous or whatever for the outcome, I'm here to help you. So yeah. Okay, so I want to say like tip number one. So I'm gonna say like some all the scary thoughts that I had like living alone and stuff. Like I really thought like with me, like I've always had like this is gonna be like kind of like scary or I don't know, but me growing up, I've always seen things in the corner of my eye. I've always seen paranormal things. I've always had paranormal encounters. There's times where I've seen spirits and ghosts and stuff. So and I know some of y'all are probably like, what? Like, that's weird. Like, that's wild and stuff. But I'm just going to tell y'all, these were, when I was living at home, I did see, spirits and stuff. And I've seen things in the corner of my eye move and, I'll look and it's not there. So definitely, that was definitely what I was scared of. I was super scared of seeing stuff like that living alone. Like, I don't know. And I even would watch like, ghost shows and stuff like people encounters with ghosts and scary stuff. So I was definitely terrified of that, but I just know now that like honestly, like I live in an apartment complex, so like my neighbors, everything. If I scream, this whole complex is gonna hear it. So that's one thing that I had to tell myself. So anytime you think of something negative, always replace it with something positive. Like maybe like two things positive, so that way like you're like, oh, okay, like I remember when I first moved up in here, I was so scared. I remember at night, like I didn't want to leave no lights on because I don't want my PG&E bill going up, my electric bill going up. But I remember when I would go to my room and stuff, like my room door didn't have a lock on it, so I'm like, how am I supposed to sleep with no lock on my door? Like So I had to go to Home Depot and just get a lock on my door and everything like that. So I'm good now, but definitely find things to kind of like calm your nerves, like drink chamomile tea, like that definitely super relaxing. That definitely helped me. Get you a pet. I was definitely scared, especially if you're a trans woman. Like I was like some of the biggest like thoughts and fears that I had was like, oh, what if my neighbors find out I'm trans and then they want to do like a hate crime? Or what if I was also seeing on TikTok, I've been seeing a lot of girls get like these black zip ties on their door handles and stuff, and that means like someone is targeting them. Like that signifies for like traffickers that like, oh, that's a single woman, like get her, type thing. That really scared me. I was like checking my cars and stuff and stuff like that. Also too, I want to say like keep like something next to your bed, to like, just kind of ease your mind so if something does happen, at least you can like have it ready. Get you a pet. Definitely my cat. When I first moved up in here, I think I lived here for like 3 weeks by myself. And I remember like when I would go take a shower and stuff, like I remember because all of my showers that I had that I was always using had like a clear door, so like you can go in and out and still see through and stuff when you take a shower. My shower, I have to use like a plastic, like you can't see through it. So I always be like in the horror movies, I'm like, oh, is someone like standing like behind there? Like sometimes I really be checking stuff like that, and I'm just like, I'm be tripping. I need to calm down, stuff like that. So definitely now that I got a cat and stuff, like honestly, my anxiety have definitely cut in half because I know that my anytime I hear a movement or anything, I just know that's my cat, you know? So also too, and plus my cat takes my mind. I be so focused on my cat. I'm just like, I don't have time to think about like, oh my God, what if this happened? What if that happened? And then also too, like when I come home, like play some music or like turn the TV on. Like that helps distract, from, thinking about, because I know it'd be like dead quiet late at night. And then sometimes I just be thinking to myself, like in these four corners, like, you know. Also too, lots of women live by themselves, so I would not worry about that at all. Um, but yeah, honestly, if you think about like living alone and stuff, I would definitely recommend doing it. Because I'm gonna buy a house, so I'm just kind of like nervous about that. Because an apartment complex, like okay, like I have my apartment complex, like there's people around and stuff like that. But now that it's like I want to go get a house and stuff, so it's like that. I mean, it's a lot bigger, a lot more doors, and I just feel like you have to really watch. You have a backyard and everything, so I don't know. I feel like that's a big step, but honestly, I just feel like you just get used to it. Like you get used to it. It's honestly not as scary as I thought it was gonna be. I think what it is, you get comfortable with your neighbors, you get comfortable with the surroundings, you get comfortable with, you know, everything like that. So, I want to say like the positive side of living alone, especially being trans, is like you don't have to like put on like when I would wake up in the morning, I don't have to like put on clothes. Like I can just go to the kitchen, get what I want, and then go back to my room. Or like also too, I don't have to be conscientious of like anyone. I feel like I don't have to like get dolled up and stuff, then come out my room. Like I don't have to do none of that. Also too, I can like leave a mess and I can clean it up when I want to clean it up. Like it's just the convenience of that. It's like really good. So um, also too, I want to say that like that whole like it's dangerous being a woman living alone and all that. I just wanted to say that like yeah, I just think it depends on where you live, like if you live in a fat house and you live alone, yeah, like that can be scary. But also too, like I feel like it's the area too. Like if you live in a gated area, I feel like that's really cool. If you have security patrolling your building, I feel like that definitely takes my mind off of stuff for real. And also too, like a lot of people around here, they scary. Like, like last night, you guys, like I was walking home. So I was like from the parking lot and I was walking to my place and all of a sudden I hear someone inside the apartment complex and there goes that faggot. And I was the only one walking and I'm like, who is he talking to? Like, who is he talking to? But he was inside of his apartment, but I heard him say that. And I couldn't see, but I don't know. But yeah, I heard that. And I was like, at first I kind of got nervous. I'm like, oh, what's going to happen? Like, am I going to have to fight? But then I was like, you know what? People be mad talking SHIT. Yeah, and he was inside his apartment. He probably thought I didn't hear him or anything. But I know he ain't talking to me. I know he's not talking to me. So I don't know if he found my YouTube channel or what, but or he probably was talking to the TV, or maybe he did say something else, but it sounded like that. I don't really know. I'm not gonna think too much of it. But I know his scary ass is not gonna come out that apartment and try to start no mess with me. I know that. I know that much. I'm like, there's heck of cameras around where I live. And we got security patrol in this area. So yeah, so I just honestly, I just think also too, like choose where you live. I feel like that will definitely help ease your mind to living alone and stuff. But honestly, to like my fears and everything, I know a lot of y'all ladies can relate to me too on here. But I know for me, like I just wanted to say, like you honestly, you get used to your surroundings. You start getting used to a routine, and you just get used to it. And then now it's like, it's cool. Now I can just walk into the living room. Because I remember when I first got here, I would just at night when I would be in my room, I would like try to just stay in my room. I did not want to like come out to the living room. I look into the living room and it's just like so much space. And I'm like, oh my God, is someone hiding in the corner, like, you know, of the walkway? Or I don't know. I'd be tripping. Like I remember I used to open up like all the doors and pantries and stuff just to calm my nerves because I was like, oh my God, what, someone's hiding in there. And then like my family member came and she was all like, oh, well, like a little munchkin can hide in here or something. And I'm like, stop. But now I'm cool. Like I feel comfortable. Like I'm like, this is my domain. Like everything like that. So I basically wanted to come on here. Like if you scared of living alone or whatever, like just honestly just do it. Like face your fears, but also too like you'll actually learn to love it and like be happy and at peace with it. So definitely, I hope this video wasn't like I don't know, like it like it was kind of like a weird or like random video, but this video was pretty I just felt like I needed to talk about that. So don't be scared, just do you. And yeah, so and people are scary anyways, so like they ain't gonna do nothing. They're probably gonna talk some mess, but they ain't gonna do nothing. So 9 times out of 10 they ain't gonna do nothing. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical. Mwah.